Hello, oh boy, it's a Monday. It's 5 o'clock on a Monday. Okay, we are playing Disco Elysium again today, chat. We are resuming in case you missed it. I started this last week, and I've played a little bit before, but I'd never finished it, and now I'm finishing it live. Well, I'm not finishing it today. Today's only the second time I've been playing it. So, definitely not finishing it today unless I go absolutely crazy, which I don't believe so. So today, yeah, Disco Elysium. Once again, really stressing looking at the content warnings for this game before anything, because it deals with a lot of heavy topics, and it's got a lot of them. It's got a So, okay, last we left off, chat, we were we didn't know that our guy's name was Harry. We haven't found definitive proof of that, but like, we know his name is Harry, you know? We've had that intuited via two outside sources. We tried to inspect a dead body, accidentally shot a dead body, we got called slurs by a child. We found out where Harry's gun went, because it got sold at a pawn shop. We became hobo cop, you know? We had a lot of fun things happen. Some not so fun things happened. We threw a bull into the water. We met our first racist. And we love Kim Kitsuragi in this household. That's about it. Alright. Our first race? Whoops! I gave away too much. But anyway, chat. I do have, what was I going to say? Alright, yes, I have two things today. Points that I'm going to be making while ads are happening. I'm going to turn the volume up, and I need you guys to yell at me if it's too loud, because I went back and checked the VOD, and I think all of the voices were pretty quiet, but I have the voices on max, so I'm just gonna have to, like, make the whole game a bit louder, so if it's too loud, yell at me about it so I can fix it. I just want you guys to be able to hear the guys. That way it's not just me sitting in silence. Thank you. The second thing, while ads are happening, chat, this Thursday, I've already announced that I wanted to start Return of the Obra Dinn. However, I have a question for you, chat, because The Sims 4, or I guess, no, The Sims franchise, it was their 24th year anniversary, that happened like a couple of days ago, and they released a challenge for that looks interesting. And I was wondering if I should do that before we start Obra Dinn. I think it'll take a whole stream to do. If I don't complete it by the end of the stream, I'm not gonna do it the next week. That's a one-time thing. But I was wondering if I should do that instead of Obra Dinn, because I feel like, you know, it's more time topical? Yes. Some challenge? Yeah. It's got a lot of, look, I've spent most of my Twitch career playing The Sims, so does it include Smurder? Yes! It does. Let me find this, Sims 24 challenge. Let's see here. What was it called? Yeah, here. Some of them involve packs, and I think I have everything but one, so we can just pretend. Yeah, this is the EA official website. If I go to display, if I show you guys this here, wow, I can't zoom in on, there we go. The options here, the challenges, we have Woohooing Don Lothario, this is for Thursday, drown an enemy sim in the pool, start a fire, make 1,000 simoleons from a side hustle, eat the Cowplant's cake, befriend a Grim Reaper, have twins or triplets, unlock grilled cheese, transform into an occult sim, breed a new species of frog, selfie at the Forgotten Grotto, raise a sim from the dead, break into a sim's home. Look, ads are over for those of you who just are here and didn't hear the beginning of that. I'm talking about what I'm doing this Thursday. This one isn't marked with an asterisk. All the other ones that are marked with an asterisk are from packs. I don't have For Rent, which is what this is from, but it's not marked with an asterisk. So I would say if I would classify this as make the sim that I'm playing with a kleptomaniac and then like steal something from somebody's home is what I would flavor that as. Shower in the rain. Every other pack I believe I have except for Dumpster Woohoo, which I could just change to Bush Woohoo or Coffin Woohoo. You know, one of the other pack specific woohoos. But everything else I have. So those are things, that's what I would like to do this Thursday. And then we'll actually do Obra Dinn the following week. Alright. We can turn the Sims, not the Sims, we can turn Sans off. I'm gonna go ahead, fuck with my volume a little bit here. Do a little bit of that. We can come up with an equally gross woohoo. Yeah, I mean, the fucking, the bush? Like, come on. Bush. That's also gross, you know? Alright, game. Here we are, back in the little pawn shop. We're just chilling. Just chilling with our bud, Kim Kitsuragi. Have to piss in the bush first for it to count? It's a good point. Alright, did I click on this one?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled.
I did not.
Chipped, dented. They stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Ooh. Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here
is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
You sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
What? What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that, or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
To Kim, theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
You're right, Kitsuragi. Work first, party later.
That is the unofficial RCM motto, yes.
I do not have 12 real, so... And I also owe a man $100. So, or 100 real. So, like, I can't do that. So, I have picked up a bunch of bottles, though. And I've not traded them in for tear yet. Or, I've not traded the tear in for real. Now, I do believe over here... Yeah, we have not been over here. So let's see here. I know there's a guy there. I'm ignoring him for now. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What's this? What you got?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Let's try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
I'm gonna follow Kim's fashion advice, I think. I'm also gonna heal that bit of health that I have. I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If I have money, I'll come back.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
I have an 8% chance of finding some interesting sunglasses, so let's try.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Kim, are firefights something we should be prepared for?
I hope not.
He says, looking up from his browsing.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Okay, so the shades of self-destruction give me +1 electrochemistry and -1 logic, so I don't want those. But the amphibian sportswear does give me +1 perception, so that is pretty cool. Cause my perception ain't great. Like, I like these forests that I've got. Oh god, my logic is already -1. I think that's cause I have some mental damage right now. My morale, rather. I do want to, like, update some of these, but I want to still wait until, like, it's a red check or something. And then end of day debrief 22. Okay. I remembered that I had that at the end of the day, but I didn't remember when exactly. I can't do that again yet. So let's see what's over here.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Let's look through.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Sorry, I wanted to check over here again. Yeah, my Inland... I was like, wait a minute, was my thing 7? Yeah, my Inland Empire is 7. Is that from... Oh, this also, my logic is being decreased by my superstar. Ah, no, that's for shivers. Okay, is it my clothes? It's probably my clothes then. I can't look at my clothes right now, though.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Well, 58% of seeing something in here.
Something
Hell yeah.
cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Nice.
This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof.
Thank you, Endurance.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Damn. It would lower my shivers?
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
But it would upgrade my composure. I don't want to get rid of my shivers. I love having shivers. It's one of my favorite skills in this game. And then we got this over here.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically. Perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers. Ultra series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Oh, the sneakers and the speakers. The sneakers and the speakers.
A
Sneakers.
pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly
Hey there,
sleek and
dingus.
simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
50. And it lowers my logic. Or my encyclopedia. And my intellect is my worst thing. My intellect is my worst. I don't need that. No thank you. What's
These
this?
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Poor little speakers. Pat pat.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Are you doing like drug trafficking? Why don't you want me to look in this thing? Why can't I buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But that's why I want them. I think I might be some lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them,
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
That's a great discount. The speakers were 50 cents, but I have to buy the $50 sneakers first, so no thank you. Sir, I have 2 real to my name, and I owe a man $100. 100 real. I don't know what dollars are.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over
Sileng.
his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool.
Whoa.
The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Yeah?
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you.
Really?
Take your time.
Whoa! I should buy everything you have!
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Answering a question I did not ask, which is a little sus, but I mean, you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
He takes a deep breath.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim? Is that true? He doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Okay, no permit then. Cool.
Hyper cool.
Extremely cool. Mega cool. Ultra cool. Alright. Is there perchance a discount for, cool, extremely broke officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Wait. If everything's on sale perpetually, then it's just... That's a normal price. I just noticed that there's little birds on the ground. I love it. Hello. I pet you. I pet you. Okay. Harry, I need you to pick them up. I mean, I don't know your name is Harry. I just, I can't pretend. That's all then. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Oh, my breakthrough is soon. I'm gonna be some kind of superstar so soon. Where are you from? Was it Seeing?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Sounds good. Let's get back to business then.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
I am broke as shit.
No need to dress this one up.
But
Just tell him what you want.
you? I want your money. Now?
Oh,
shit!
Yes. Money is very important.
I accidentally clicked, but why, officer? And I said, what did I say? I don't know. It was the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow. Okay, yeah. That sounds pretty similar to something I would have said anyway if I had looked at my options.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
He looks at the vendor.
Sorry, detective.
The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten.
Some kind of superstar.
Puppy.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
What do I get? Oh, shit! Okay. So I get -1 logic for the price of self-delusion. But my learning cap for visual calculus, suggestion, electrochemistry, and composure are all raised to 6. Okay, so my logic is straight up 0 right now. But, like, look at some of this shit. Like, wow. That's epic. Okay. That's a price I'm willing to pay. Look. I never claimed to be the smart cop. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Is there anything in here? Hell yeah, more tar. I don't think there's anything out here I can look at. Everything is good here. That's good to know, bud. We had our friend over here. And I believe I can go further in this way. I'm here to look at bottles. I'm here to look for bottles. Any sort of bottle? A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Ooh, ha 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 ha. Oh! We got a new shirt. So the one I have currently gives me +1 conceptualization and -1 suggestion. This one gives me +1 physical instrument. Suggestion. Conceptualization. Where is... It might be good to put on this shirt. Tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show up your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. I mean... Ooh, that combined with the garish necktie, or horrific necktie, sorry, is a choice. Okay. I mean, this gives me what, +1 conceptualization? And this one gives me +1 physical instrument. Okay, I know a little bit about what's coming up, because I know I have to talk to a guy soon. And I feel like I might need to be more physical than conceptual. We do have a little thingy over here, if I'm thinking about the right guy. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Let's go ahead and do this thing over here. Oh, there's a person over here. Money! Hi, do you have any money to give me, please? Please, 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 please,
The
please?
small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
This feels rude, but it's the only thing I can do.
Wait,
The lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Can I walk on that? Or is this... Okay, it's too high up. And I can't go that way. So let's go and look at this.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
The Insane is a great title to have.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Okay. 28%. What did this king do?
What did he do?
Damn.
You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
I can't ask him? Kim, you don't want to give me a little history lesson? It might be relevant to the case, Kim. This guy might have done it. A foreign car, kept in good condition. I can't talk to that guy. I can click on this, though.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Seems like a red flag. What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Alright. The lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. We can talk to that guy. That's the only person here we can talk to, except for this guy up here. And I can look at this. It says GRIH. Before I do any of this... Hey there, dude. Do I have anything new to say to you?
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yep. Let's go back this way. I wanted to look around a bit more. Dead body warning, I'm entering the dead body zone. I wanted to look... Because I don't remember if... I don't think since I got the bag that I've been back up to Kuno's area. And I believe there were some bottles up here. Oh shit, there's a thing over here I can steal from. Hell yeah! 40 cents from a baby. And by baby, I mean like a 12-year-old asshole. Okay. Were there bottles up here, or am I entirely misremembering? Okay, I might have already gotten them, or I was completely wrong. And I can't jump down again. Or I can't attempt to jump down again.
Tarpaulin cloak would possibly...
Yeah, that was my savoir-faire. Alright, down I go. Back through this way. Entering the dead body zone once again. Excuse me, sir. Let me click on the dead body. Do I have anything new to see to you?
The man before you.
Nope. And I can't do these footsteps right now, right?
There are several footprints in the mud.
Yeah. I need higher smarts for that. Which I do not possess. Okay. I did want to go here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
You know I'm gonna press every single fucking button. Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important.
Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andrew Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
Artemitaps Boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24th window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi. The rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
Hold on. Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, are you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright. So goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Let's go with Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall, building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball, entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Let's go with the empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Let's try again.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Okay. Alright, let's go with... So, we haven't been in there. We haven't been this direction, and we haven't been to the whole Union debacle. Oh, what was that? What was that thought you were just having in your little head? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Damn, this bookstore seems a whole lot more interesting. Let's see. Hello there. Let me look around your place. What can I click on in here? Okay. And now I'll talk to you.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Hi, Plaisance. Your bookshop has a hell of a name.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
We've met before, haven't we?
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off. Can you give me some money? I feel like there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
What?
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Kim, give me your gun.
What is this insolence? She misunderstood.
You misunderstood me. I am a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. No, that's not me.
Of course, no one puts words in your mouth.
It's a curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She narrows her eyes as well. So, you the owner of the store?
I am! The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice, high-pitched, sounds familiar. You've talked to her before, through the doorbell.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
What if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
She fiddles with her pendant, then waves her bony fingers directly at you. So, what types of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
Where do you learn about the important things, then?
The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She nods at you, cryptically. Alright, I'll take a look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Your daughter's the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful! Did you talk to her?
Yeah.
Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Kim, give me your gun.
Her opinion of her daughter Depends on how well she lured you into the store.
I'm not gonna grade a human being. I don't do that.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
All this pressure's made her really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails?
God, ugh. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
A part of hers, too, clearly.
I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Kim, give me your gun.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong, and even I know that. I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Hello. You're like Annette to your husband and your mother.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
She shakes her head.
My husband is completely different, of course.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne? What's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects.
Sure.
Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Have you talked to this guy in a while? Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Of course, yes. This economy.
Exactly.
She agrees wholeheartedly. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
She nods.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
Alright, I had something else in mind.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Farewell for now, book peddler. I must now observe your store and see what trinkets and fortune it holds. I don't know why this voice overtook me the moment I stopped talking to you, but that is what I shall continue to do until I click on this thing. Gift books and molten candy. Ooh.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Hi, Drake.
Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Water has been consumed. Thank you very much. Or I guess, is consumed the right word for water, or is that just a food thing? Whatever. Let's look through this display.
Rows and rows of Hyundai men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic, Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies.
Wow.
Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast.
Swamp beast!
Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
Ooh, crab.
Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
No, tell me more, tell me more.
Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves.
Oh,
Man
that's
from
bad.
Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Let's talk storekeep. Tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. What should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdall Man, the Man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Do any of the books call out to me?
Nothing of interest.
Oof.
Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Welp. My pain threshold. I love a pain threshold check for looking through books. What we got over here? Kim. Kim loves to stand directly in front of people, or sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Kim, get out. Okay. Hey there, kid.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Ooh. A detective hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Oh, shit! If anything, this wide-rimmed hat looks even better than the hat Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid. Not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain is inside the hat. Oh, shit. This is entirely new to me, by the way. I didn't get Annette to come into the house when I played this the first time. This is whole. She was forever outside in the cold, and I feel really bad about that now. And that abandoned first playthrough that I did. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout. Interesting.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Let's look through these games.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Oh?
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clods.
Shut up, musical instrument. Storekeep, what are the board games do you have here? I find it so funny calling her Storekeep.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Kim, do I have children?
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
What about all these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
I would never roleplay. And I'm a cat dog for real.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they
Really?
have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
Yeah, your morals are incredibly strong to be successfully tempted away by 25 real. Like, come on, I know I would be successfully tempted by that, but I'm broke as shit. And I have no morals. What do we got over here? Another boring book, just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Ooh.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
So I should do a bunch of horse tranquilizers about it?
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Should I invest in crystals? I feel like I should invest in crystals.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Yeah, this shit... Where's the ghosts? Fucking... What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Police store? I'm selling police. Ooh. 97%. Damn. Let's figure this shit out.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire.
Le territoire.
For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik, or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
For what reason?
Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
Harry Dubois gay moments. I know he's bi. No, I don't know that he's bi. He has bi vibes. Vibes, if you will. I say that and both of my mods are bi. I'm like, okay. Do I get the approval from the mods? is vibes? How do we feel about vibes? Vibes? Okay. Bipod approval. Okay, yeah. This is, like... Damn, alright. Like, I feel like I've seen a Where Ralph post on Tumblr about this exactly. Oh, ads are gonna be starting soon, so we'll take a 3-minute break when the ads are playing. They'll be starting soon, they'll be taking a moment, and we'll do a little casual relaxed moment, you know, if you're at home and you need to get like some water, fill up on that water bottle, whatever you're doing, take a break, stand up and stretch, you know. I can't stand up because it'll make me fuck up, but I do stretch. It'll make me look weird if I stand up. But yeah, I think that's the conclusion. I remember when I mentioned that I played this game before, but I soft locked myself, so I never finished it. Because I soft locked it to figure out it was the gay plot line. I believe Harry was bi, is the conclusion it came to. But anyway, yeah, it's like, dude, even if it was just this line, it's like, okay, dude, you want to be naked and have a large man dressed in nothing but a towel also there? Just the phrasing of, while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab. To thrash you? Oh my god. Harry. Level with me here, bud. You have you need to think about some things, Harry. I've given up on pretending I don't know his name. Harry. Come on. Come on. Besides, people have referred to him as Harry. I did want to look over here again. Yeah. White checks and stuff that I have not yet done. And there's nothing, yeah. There's none that I'm able to try right now. Looks like most of the ones I failed are, smarts based, which is, you know, not my vibe. But, yeah. I've not spent either of my skill points yet, which is... like, my visual calculus I've unlocked a lot of. Basically, if I recall correctly, at 4, they're, like, more chatty, and then, like, at 6, you're gonna be passing most of your checks. So I don't know if I wanna... like, I don't know how I want to spread my shit around, which is why I haven't spent any yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that until, like, until like I like can't do anything else yet. Like once I hit a bit of a wall, I'll spend a skill point, I think is what I'll do, because I don't think there's a limit to how many I can have at once. And as I did mention, I said it briefly. When I did it last time, my failed playthrough, I didn't get a net inside. So like that's whole new to me. I didn't get this hat. Now I have a cool hat. I wanted to check what my hat does, but I can't because I'm in this menu, so I can't look at what my hat does again. I think it was logic. That's epic as hell. I should get some better clothes. I know I don't have that many options right now, but I think that's another thing that could help me with all this stuff, you know? Like, my Inland Empire is fucking strong. I love that. God, the art in this game fucking rules. Can we have an art moment? Can we have an art moment? Look at logic, encyclopedia, the big brain. Rhetoric? Okay, rhetoric is a little weird. Drama, I love drama. I mean, as I said last time, I did a smarts build and drama was like my best boy. Conceptualization, I love the art for conceptualization. Visual calculus is cool. Volition. And then empire. Empathy, this fucking rules here. That's cool as hell. Authority, this bastard. Esprit de corps, suggestion. God, endurance. Pain threshold fucking rips. Physical instrument, got some like Pyramid Head vibes. Electrochemistry, this bastard. Shivers is just cool. Half-light is fucking cool. Hand-eye coordination, god, the art fucking, it's so good. I don't have the words to describe it, you know? Alright. Sounds invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation, too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits, like vodka or whiskey, that have been aged in the pail. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pail, and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in here?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pail, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude.
Ooh.
Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked.
Half-light. Come on, dude. I mean, I've just been picturing fog. Anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
I'll come back maybe when I'm not in debt anymore. What we got over here?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands. Ile de Fantôme,
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
I didn't internalize any of that.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you.
That's me!
Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Squint first. Can you see the cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
You've said a lot of words to me.
Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness.
Pale?
Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust.
God, my checks are shit. Revachol, let's see there.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance.
Esperance.
Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Hell yeah, I am. Okay, map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened then?
They didn't get that far. for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Interfacing. Okay. 28%.
Slowly, you move your hand toward the map attached to the board. Before you even reach the map, you're interrupted.
Fucking critical failure.
Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners.
Aww. If she had caught me, I wouldn't care, but Kim catching me is worse.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Let's look through the display.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star.
Ooh.
He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Storekeep, anything of note on this shelf?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Yeah.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Yeah, I do trust my Inland Empire. But I am broke. What's up here? It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid. A quaint picture book brochure. Very colorful.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree.
They'll end up accidentally shooting it, and it's bad.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Hell yeah, I do.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen, Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen.
Sordid affair.
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Oh, I just realized, yeah, esprit de corps. Okay. A bald man turned towards the lean man and pats him on the back.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
Chester replies.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it.
He motions to the
You
civilian.
See, Chester here.
Oh, you didn't. You just stopped there. He motions to the civilian sitting in the back seat. He pokes his finger at the lean man. Chester faked his own death once.
Gosh, why?
One civilian looks on, amazed. The bald man bellows out a reply.
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
The inside of the motor carriage is thick with cigarette smoke. Outside, it starts to rain.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Do that in a sec. Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Okay, let's see if we can figure out who Dick Mullen is.
Your quick
Yes.
eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
No, it's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
That's not it either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious. Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
Nope, all good here. Casually adjust your pants.
The lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest trace of a grin on his face, but you can't say for certain.
I'll come back to that. I'm sorry for looking around your stuff and not buying anything. I need you to know I have four real and 52 cents to my name. I believe there was a reason for that
You
boner.
see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
But I sense this place is calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Alright, I'll think about it.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this
That's
first,
what I was
all right?
thinking.
There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
What are you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
Shut up, Necktie.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I'll be back in a second. You said you wanted to talk, ma'am?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right?
No!
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown. Then she breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Oh. Ah, Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
You know, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. Or, you know what? No. Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Why didn't you just tell me right away that it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
It works really well.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Has it worked? Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
I'll have you know I'm a very supernatural man.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
Come on, 72%.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've sensed the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I'll admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I've sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney. Passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Did I have more questions about the case?
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
I did not.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Now I could do that, but I'll do that in a sec, ma'am. I do need to still look around, you know? There's places I have not yet been. Things that I can yoink. You know? Lovely yoinkables? Any yoinkables? Was there? No, okay. I thought there might have been a path that I missed there. Is that a bird? A lovely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Got a path this way.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
3%, let's go.
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Okay, that's... Oh, hey! Kuno S. Money, and more morale. I will take it. Alright. Hey there, Kuno S. You're gonna yell at me, aren't you?
Trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
No. You're obviously wearing too much neck protection for that. I was thinking more so... just putting a pillow over your head.
Pigs come to take me out! Trying to snuff me out!
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig! You think you're so clever!
No, I don't. All of my worst stats are in intelligence, so... Okay, what we got around here? There's that body, obviously. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes in on this wall. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Wait. Orange bum hat. And also some health. An orange beanie with a couple of big ass holes on the side. Looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. See what I look like with it on? Ooh. +1 reaction speed because feeling twitchy, but -1 rhetoric for bum brain. I'm gonna keep the fedora on for now. Cause I don't need anything into negatively impacting my... Where was Kilo with Kuno? Where is Kuno's apartment? He said it was somewhere that I had to bang on the door of. Okay, let's look at this door. Locked. Of course. And then there was a door over here.
There must be another way into the building.
What the hell, Kim? That was loud. I knew that there was some audio. Wow, okay, Kim. It was incredibly loud, only in my left ear.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Is this voice line still black? I knew that, like... I knew that there was one for, this one down here. The, like, doorbells, if you, like, interact it from the wrong side of the fence. I knew that that one was still fucked up, so I avoided, I, like, intentionally went ahead. Damn. Kim? Let me talk to you, dude.
Yes?
Calm down. Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Oh yeah, now that we've inspected the scene, I want you to tell me, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Yeah, I love Shivers. It's one of my favorites. It's like being in tune with the city, right? Is how it is. Yeah, tune into the city. That was very close to what I said. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. We have some great options here. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. Or, I'm gonna leave why I was sent here unspecified. I love... I'm gonna keep going on with what I've been continuously saying. I think I got some supernatural abilities.
He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
Mambo or Jambo? Mambo Jambo? I love watching his redstone tutorials. Vivid interior, I see and feel things. Shivers from being hungover. Both Mambo and Jambo. I imagine strange things and get cold chills. Wait, which is the one where you can hear your Thai talk to you?
Mental illness.
Because I have that.
So, the 41st Precinct sent you because you are the most mentally ill out of all the officers at your station?
No, it's not that bad. I'm sure we have officers way more mentally ill than me.
Then why did they send you?
I mean, there can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest. A case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable.
A good joke.
He does not actually think it was a good joke.
Of course it's a joke. Look at me. How can I compete with you? You probably have a ton of cases solved.
It's not that many. Officer, I'm sure you have a lot more cases solved. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
I want to know more about this. Okay. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style.
Okay. Style me.
I love it when he yes-ands. You should ease up a bit. You need more looseness.
No, I don't. I used to. Plain clothes did the trick. For both of us, it seems. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
I'm an apocalyptic omen.
No.
There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We failed to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Yeah, it's not good.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects.
Yeah.
Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
And there was one more, right? Oh, yeah. I probably have an unbelievable kill count.
I bet you do.
Why? Do you agree?
The 41st is known to kill people. Often.
Oh.
He neither approves nor disapproves. Yet there is something more there. Something you can't put your finger on.
I will only use lethal force with the utmost care and precision.
If you could only find your gun.
That is a very good point, Kim.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition?
I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
Okay.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Oh god, my logic. My logic is so bad. My logic is so bad. My logic is so bad. Okay, wait. Wait, what's this?
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are capo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I was kinda hoping I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Fuck.
The cop who's sorriest.
I
Let's
did this
make it
last time
official,
too.
Shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
Fucking, they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up?
I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this. Like, info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million.
I don't think I'm gonna... Oh no, I do have more than I thought. I know I have to unlock... Oh yeah, I do have to unlock those. I don't think I'm gonna do this yet. I want to see what else I can get. I knew I really wanted Hobo Cop, and then this one turned out to be really good, aside from the logic. But... Okay, I did want to look at my clothes.
So much for a quiet smoke.
Shut up, I love you, stop. Okay, okay, none of mine have things that I was hoping something lowered my logic, and I could take it off. Oh, now that I'm sorry, cop, that did impact this. Well, now I have, I think it's, if I get a 6-6 and a 6-5, so, you know.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified.
If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
I want to talk about you.
What about me?
Tell me a secret. Come on, Kim. Fine.
The lieutenant nods.
Good.
Hey there! Okay, I love that guy. Okay, let's look at these stuff first. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. Hey, up there!
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned around his frame. Why are you whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, sotto voice. Sotto voce.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Oh my god, he does have Mercutio vibes. Specifically fucking, I guess French 2010 was my first thought of Romeo and Juliet. The French 2010 version. I don't remember the actor's name. but a little also, like, I guess the short hair and also no shirt underneath does also have, shit, I can't remember Zoltan's, I think, first name? Shit, I think Zoltan was his last name. I don't remember. It could have been his first name. Sorry, the Hungarian version of Romeo and Juliet. Sometimes you just are really obsessed with, with European musicals. Alright.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Hold on, can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
He takes another drag and shivers.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're right, that was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
I need to get inside this apartment building. Can you help me?
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run.
He shakes his charming head. Oh my god. Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Shit. I shouldn't have asked him about the cigarette. I didn't want to, but I was like, fine.
This
Yes!
isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. There's snow gathering on his hair and on his shoulders. A speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Bye! You're cool.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
We can go in there now. Okay, we can go in there, and we can go inside of the curtains of that one building. Gotta keep exploring some exteriors for now, though. Money, 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 money. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, roundabout north. Capeside Apartments. Can I not open this? Locked.
Hey! Up here, Piggo!
Piggo? I knew you were up there, I was just looking around first. Okay. And what we got here? Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Anything else? There's that I can click on. I'll talk to you.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Just... Sorry, it's too funny. Don't use that tone with me, I'm the law.
Sod off, pigman. Art is above the law.
Hell yeah. Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
That's not what that dialogue was. She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Permission to be wacky?
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a world-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us, just keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Alrighty. I can go in there. I have to go into the building in order to get up there, to get that. Alright. Ooh, thing over here. Ads are in a couple seconds here. I'm just gonna go and get whatever's in here, and then we'll be taking a little break so that, let's heal that last morale. Take a little break, you know? Get some casual, just think about shit, you know? Oh, God. What do I have in here? What do I have in my... Why was it acting like I had something new? I don't think I have anything new. Look at my little guy. I make him spin. And over here, the smoker on the balcony. Oh, I love the smoker on the balcony, and I'm so glad to see him again. Ah, the cleaning gloves kill me. Yeah, come on, they give me +1 interfacing. Bye-bye, bugs! And, done. Ooh, hell yeah. I do... What was I thinking about? Right, the smoker on the balcony. I mean, as I mentioned, I said it before and I'll say it again, when I played this last time and I soft-locked myself, is because I was talking to the smoker on the balcony. And I fucked up. And I didn't have any more skill points and I couldn't do anything. Look, he fucking rules. I will say, I was doing the thumbnail for the Disco Elysium VODs. I still haven't finished that one as of this point, but I tried to draw myself in that style, the art style of this game, but God, it's so different from my art style that I couldn't do it. Like, I got the line art, like, I got the sketch to a good place, but the, like, colors and way that it's all shaded and the brushes are all so distinct that I don't know where to even begin, and I don't know. I tried and it just was not working at all. But, just one of the reference images I used for myself was that guy. I use like that guy, and Lena were the two that I mostly used as reference. Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. So things that we do have to do. We have to open the trash container. Gart could have a key, and I could ask him for that. But if I ask Kim, if I use Kim's, he said he had a crowbar in his car. If I do that, then I could also open up the dumpster near where I am now, the one that was like over in this direction. Wednesday I can do that. Oh shit, I have to ask Kuno about that. So, Kuno, Getting the body down. Gotta figure that out, but I have to ask for Eva Claire's help in order to do that. I gotta do a lot of shit. Gotta call the station to be like, to sort out my health issues. End of day debrief with Kim. The Bull. Report badge missing. I also have to report my gun missing. Pay for damages. Yeah. Find smokes and smoke them. I don't want to do that. Victims' tattoos, figure out what they mean. Figure out who made the call. Sing karaoke. Split a kilo with Kuno. Investigate the doomed commercial area. Smoker on the balcony. I'm doing all the outside stuff right now before I go into any buildings. Is my current idea. So I got... No, I don't know her name. I've never talked to her before. Alright, ads should be over. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Anything else before I... Alright. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Gilson 33A. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Hello there. Oh, wait.
A striking woman leans against the cabin
Shadows
top
on the water,
of
green
her sailing
plates
boat,
under the
smiling
something.
as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds her hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does the L stand for?
Phaeton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat. Now, Kim told me to be weird. I'm fucking on it. What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere.
I meant you. The Revachol Citizens Militia. The police.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm not a drunk, I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold. She seems relieved.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Excellent! I'm
it's
crazy.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You seem rich, or I'll wait a moment on that. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks down at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Le Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, haven't seen anyone else sail on a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Don't insult my friend's car!
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
He has a special interest and you will not be mean to him about it.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Lady 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word, it, feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelechi 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat, makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know, it feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Still, need to see a license, ma'am?
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
Wait, exactly how little known is this fact?
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Okay, forget this stupid Wayfarer Act. I had another question.
About the boat?
I think I have a handle on this boat thing.
Good.
She takes a sip out of her thermal cup. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander.
A goose?
Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Can I have some of that?
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all those billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company's nothing without them.
We built this district,
she says calmly.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it.
Good luck. It's only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Tell me more about that behemoth?
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Huh. Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead, long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Tell me about this Union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the Union itself, outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
With those guys in charge? Giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol?
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, But what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Ooh. What kind of arrangement would it be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
Let's try it.
Easy.
Yes.
Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials?
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone
Is he
can
single,
see that.
that lamb?
So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
I love it being like capitalized like that. The last communist. It's my it's the title of my autobiography.
Now get to work, comrade.
I believe this game was made in I think it was it Estonia? I feel like knowing that like really impacts the people who made this game. Now get to work, comrade. You know what? Yeah, communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Okay. Kim wants to talk to me. Give me a sec, Kim. What did I get over here? Mazovian socioeconomics. Estonia, yeah? Hobocop, the last communist. I don't think I'll do this one. I'll wait. I want something that really speaks to me. What's up, Kim?
Quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting the son of this into this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know anything about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Interesting. Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean?
The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. but in transit they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Ah, yeah.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no confidence the lorries are stranded, it's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking to the sea.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
I just realized this whole time I haven't had that on the screen. They had been pinned, they just didn't have that up on the screen.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Oh, gotta hydrate. Glug glug. Alright. I don't know if I haven't made
She
up my
simply
mind.
nods.
Can I have some money?
Voila, you're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Oh, there's some good options here. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Why, yes, I am rich. How much money do you need? Hopefully not too much. I couldn't bring all of it with me.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I need 100 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you.
Paid.
The paper is cold and oily to the touch. Whoa, whoa! Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot toot, train to Moneytown.
Can I have some more?
This may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, ma'am, but it's a perfectly common side effect of his
He squints at you.
unusual medical episode.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention. So here you are. The last bit of filthy lucre I can share. So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
I'm still getting my head around the whole money concept. You're just helping me out.
You're right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
That's
of
it for
course,
now.
Detective. Take care.
Bye-bye. I have my debt paid off, basically. Hell yeah, I'm fucking cool. What's this one back here? I'm able to do that one now? The backyard wall again? And that's the only one, right? Yeah. Hell yes. Kim, I'm feeling powerful, Kim! How much tarot do I have in my... Can I see how much I have? 22. Hell yes. Even more money. I can probably buy... I have new things on the... I think it was this wall. I might be able to buy a book. That, Dick Mullen one.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Shit.
Why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Come on, Kim. You have no appreciation for art. All you care about is your fucking car. Which I know I said nobody should be rude about your car, but I can be rude about it because I respect you as a person. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Okay, there's all this. I want to go cash in my bottles because it's getting late in the day. I hope that this place is 24-hour. Hell yeah. Do a bit of this.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your
Insert all
bottles
my
clunk
bottles?
into the
Hell
machine, and the money
yes.
appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Kim, I'm fucking cool as hell. Let's get out of here. We gotta talk to a lorry driver, and we only know 2 of them. So let's talk to the cool one first, so we don't unnecessarily talk to the loser. Hey dude, are you perchance
Now it's
drugging
turning
it up?
into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Okay, there's nothing there. Did I get that, or do I... Oh, because I didn't officially accept it? Alright, fine, I'll go officially accept it. I mean, I didn't fully do it because Kim said not to. But Kim also said, like, we can tell her that we're doing it, but then just, like, don't actually do it. And you know, that might be a good idea, Kim. I agree with anything Kim says. You know? Hello.
You're back. Good. The lorries are still
Okay, I made up my
stuck
mind
at
about the
roundabout,
smuggling
yes?
investigation. We'll take the case, probe the driver, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers
3?
lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip of her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Okay, now I can investigate the smugglers. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna go into any new buildings yet, because it is 19, which is... 7? That's not that late, though. 19 seems a lot later than 7 does. Okay, hello.
Now it's turning into a kind of a
You seem like a
snow
man.
limbo, man.
I'm
What's
gonna
on your
sneeze.
mind?
No, it's gone. Wait, never mind. Wait, no, it's gone again. What the fuck? Why did it leave and come back then leave? You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
I trust my suggestion. Let me just share with you, I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling the drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Fair enough. I'm back when my empathy is better, dog. Well. You.
Yes?
No, not you. The guy behind you?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette.
You
Why
know
not?
where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
That's all I needed to know. Let me ask you about something else.
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches for a new one.
We're done for now. Alright. There's 2 people out here I can talk to.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells toward the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size. I am the law.
Yes. People get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
But Kim, it's so funny! It's a funny phrase!
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
Fucking scab.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of a cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Everybody here's an asshole.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Why so tense?
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense. And dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Corpulence? I don't know that word. You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Ah, okay. So, like, strong men versus bodybuilders. I think I'm remembering what strong men are correctly. Like weightlifters and shit versus whatever the fuck God, bodybuilders are like uncanny valley. They're ugh. I don't mean that with offense, it's like ew. It's like, I don't want to see your muscles, stop it. It's like, why? No. Stop being dehydrated, please. Please, drink water, drink water. You're not supposed to look like that, please stop. You need help. The word was corpulence, right? Yeah. Corpulence. C-O-R-P-U-L-E-N-C. C-E. I said that the first time, but then I realized the way that I said it made it sound like I just said C. Pretty sure it's a more polite fat. Okay. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Why can't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean?
Ooh.
These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square edge. Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Hey, non-binary people can be scabs too, alright? We can be fucked up and terrible people too. To imply that we non-binary people are always going to be virtuous and kind and good is really dehumanizing. What were you, the man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
The man is quickly losing interest in talking with you. I'm just gonna leave now. What time do I... Oh. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. What time? 22. Hey there, bud.
Scab?
He asks the man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I don't want to deal with this again. Did you just call me I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I don't think I'm allowed to say that on Twitch.
No, I said scab.
The immediate like, oh, no. No, I'm an ally. Come on. Could be a part of shit. What was I was gonna Alphabet Mafia, right? That's the one. I was gonna say that one as a joke because I find that one so funny. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. Up to you to determine whether that makes me worse.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
Hell yeah. I'm looking for assistance with the dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
He shrugs. Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Yeah, I remember loving Call Me Mañana, the smoker on the balcony, and I don't remember his name, the guy that I was talking to who was smoking a cigarette in front of his lorry. I remember loving those three. I love just a chill vibe, you know? I love a chill, nonplussed, like, I'm just doing my own thing, you guys are doing that, I'm over here kind of vibe. That's simple, I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him.
Right?
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, I doesn't feel like that's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
That is why I put on the shirt.
Or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview? Ad starts soon, so I won't actually click that. Oh boy. Call Me Mañana. Dexter and Sinister. They are. I don't get the trope of people naming their limbs. I don't understand it. It's either arms or sexual organs that people name. And I don't get either. And I just like, it's like, you don't name every single part of your being like that, I don't think. I don't have a name for my tail or my ears. I'm not named my torso. What do you want? Like, I'm not doing that. I don't get it. I don't name every individual muscle. Yeah, like the 200 something names for every single bone in my body. Names for each tooth. My eyeballs. Every fucking individual hair. Whenever I lose a single hair, you know, like, as you do, it's a whole funeral every single time. I guess technically we did name them, just like science-wise. People did, you know? Like we as a concept. Like we didn't name our brain like, we didn't go like, hey, this guy's name is Patrick. We went, this is a brain, this guy's name is Brain. You know? I guess that does, we have words for them. Patrick is a rib. Each individual rib. Damn, that must have sucked in Christianity. Or I don't know if that, it's probably in the other ones as well, the other Abrahamic religions, the Eve rib moment. Crazy how it was just one rib. Do you think Adam, like, felt it? Do you think he was like, ow? Oh, each one has a different version of it? Ah. Adam was asleep? I mean, if you got... Okay, if you're asleep and you get stabbed, I feel like it's still gonna hurt, right? Now, admittedly, having a rib removed is not being stabbed. However, I don't know if the big guy upstairs was like... anesthesia? You don't think God had a knife? God could have a knife if God wants a knife. Let the big guy have a knife. Come on. Ask John Sims. Bruh. It's only one M, I believe. I haven't thought... I'm gonna be completely honest, I've not thought about Magnus in a while. I know they're doing, like, the whole new thing, but I'm just like, I'll get to that when I get to that. Seems cool and all. I'm just not there in my brain yet. I'm just like, I got other shit to watch. So valid, yeah. Just like, I got a bunch of other shit that I'm watching, I don't need to do that right now. You guys are spoiled? Coming in post-finale? I mean, I did that as well. That's what, cause like that's what I did. I like came into Magnus when the ads are over, but I came into Magnus after all of the things were uploaded. Okay, I didn't know if the we referred to the three of us or just you and Artificer. I was like, because I know I got into it before you did, slightly. I was like, you know that I didn't get into it in, like, near the end, right? Look. Our information document we shared, right? Yeah. For the, I guess, audience at home, I created a list of every character that appears in Magnus because I suck at remembering people's names and things to remember and things like, and then they'll be like so many episodes in and they'll like make a reference up to a while back and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? So I made like a Google Doc to be like, hey, this is this person's name so you can remember this later. And so we just shared that for that. Just to remember what the hell is happening. Control F to being like, who the fuck is this? Why does he pronounce Gerard like Jared? Who are you? There's a different character named Jared. Okay. Why are there 3 people named Michael? You can't do this. John. Alright. Back to the actual game. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it, another thing.
Sure.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Okay, my hand-eye coordination, let's go.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciated.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
He nods toward the protesters.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has some problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Gotta spend money to make money.
Aye, you lost me there, Honcho. But it's okay as long as you're not a sorry-ass scab.
I'm just saying that it sucks that that happens. I think that... I didn't realize that the tone wasn't sarcastic, sorry. What was the strike about, anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Let's go up here. Ooh, the autosave taking a moment. Wait. Notice, in case of a strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door picking this one. Door kicking, not door picking. Oh boy. Here he is. Okay. Just double checking. Physical instrument. My savoir faire. What does that do? Sneak? Yeah, I need better fucking sneakies. My pants and the shoes are not good for sneaking, but I'm not sneaking right now. Oh, that's cool. I've just now learned that right-clicking highlights things. Alright. Hello there, I'm sure you're incredibly normal.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
I wasn't even done saying I'm sure you're incredibly normal.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. Which one? That one? That one? That one? I guess you. You have your hair in a ponytail.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing and size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Ham Sandwich. You are not in danger.
Ham Sandwich?
Because you are not a threat to me.
That's your idea of an insult? Ham Sandwich? Oh, cute. Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
I'm androgynous as hell, thank you for noticing. He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What do you... No. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
I am the police and I need you to comply. Now.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
What's my authority? 5, that's pretty good.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
You're putting eugenics first. It's like... Okay.
You dominated lesser cultures. like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Not that frivolous.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Great.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Come on, I just need you to move about, or I'm fucking pushing him.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You can keep the homosexuality, though.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Shut the fuck up, suggestion. Why do you have to be against it? I was building toward that. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My fucking options. I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Oh my fucking god.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race. Haplogroup R4R.
I'm sure I can take your word for all of
We
this.
are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Okay.
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the Pale.
So you... wait, the Pale? So you didn't come from the island?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
You listen to fucking podcasts?
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Ravishal.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there'll be a next racist?
There always is.
Race is reality.
I think this racist
What
is
if I
better
say
than the
this?
last.
I like the previous
But the
racist
next
better.
racist.
He seems surprised at your choice of racist, but then slowly nods.
That is understandable. The previous racist did not pose an immovable obstacle in entering the harbor.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Oh, okay. Okay, for a second I thought you meant the race of racists. No. The, like, if like a racist white guy isn't a good example of white guys, is what you were saying. I thought you were saying that racists are a whole separate race? Okay. Yeah, we're good.
I am not like them.
Oh my
I am
fucking
craniometric
god.
perfection. I have taken the
Okay,
trouble.
I'm just gonna
True. That is a noble cranium. But you got a hard noggin yourself.
I'm just gonna not
Your
say
silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
My arm!
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I'm a cop.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed.
I'm a violent drunk.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
No, I'll better not say anything on this topic.
That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory. Who are you? Handmaiden of Al Ghul.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
His gaze wanders over to the whirling's roof to the yard.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
How else are we gonna get through the gates?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here.
Alright, fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Shut the fuck up, Volition. Wait, unless?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have
Wait, no. Wait 1 second.
Your race descent has only worsened since
Shit,
I last
shit,
saw
shit.
you. You have
I didn't do
really
anything.
let yourself
Sorry, Kim.
go.
It has happened.
Another fit of criminal rage. Good.
Yeah, okay.
Now go
Let me just,
before you enter Caldic.
do a little bit of that. Look, it was worth a shot. I don't want Kim to be mad at me. Look, I'm not save scumming any other thing. I just wanted to do that once. Alright. There was also the check over that way that I could use to get in. Alright. So there was that. There's the racists that I can talk to and stuff. There's the inner building. There's two inner buildings. There's the one of that one and the one of this one. Let's go to the apartment. Actually, no, wait. We have to talk to Kuno. Dead body. Here we come. Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack. Sorry, the boy turns to you. He doesn't care.
Yeah, did you fucking there?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Sorry, the fact that I leveled up from, I think, the first time I was like, yeah, I'll say the self-negative line. The fact I leveled up from that is so fucking funny. Found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too.
Shut the fuck up,
wouldn't you?
electrochemistry.
You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of magnesium, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was. It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the Mack. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
Come on, it's just magnesium. I don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Kim, my memory!
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Is that my code up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I tried that and didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Am I able to retry that check now? Hell yeah. I need better savoir-faire though. Can I guess I could just take off my shoes and pants and just be sort of like naked from the bottom half.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
The thing about, what did I have to talk to with Kuno? It was... Yeah, okay, there it is. About the body.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Respectable.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
What?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuro's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Cows?
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Okay, I'm
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking care.
Alright. The Jolly Mess. Like, I gotta talk to some union guy, so that, like, narrows my options down a little bit. Let's go this way. There's the scab, and then there's the cool guy. There's also the racist. Let's try scab just because he's here.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion against Jean-Luc up there.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay, are you the cow guy? Who here likes cows? Anybody around here have any strong opinions about cows?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
Oh, boots. The measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
Shit.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grow him. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor?
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, Why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cups in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used this to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up, 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots? What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
I'm ambitious, Kim!
And Mesquite is epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Thank you for the cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Alright. I got to get the boots off. I should probably get the body down first. So if I look at the white checks that I can do, I can't see like my exact stats for that. Oh wait, was there one down there? Conceptualization medium. Policeman cloak. Okay, I'm not going to punch him, I just want to see my stats. Sorted.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last
58
saw you.
now.
You have really let yourself go.
And 42 there. Alright. Okay. I do want to try jumping off the roof. Just because, like, it's new and interesting to me, you know? Why can't I? Come on. Down the stairs, Harry. I mean, I don't know who I am. Alright. Of course, I probably shouldn't do that now, given how late it is. We got you. What's up with you?
I
Do you have
can't
anything
believe
new?
it's snowing again.
The young woman watches the falling snow and sighs.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
I've investigated the body. Shouldn't be long till we get it down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
I have to run. I got experience for that. That's pretty nice. I got 3 skill points I can use. Yeah. Can go inside. Wonder if I have anything. Oh, there's people here. Howdy. Let's talk to Lena.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Huh. Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I had once, winked twice, but then I lost her.
What was with that fucking wink? Seemed neurological. Central nervous system's really banged up.
Stop winking. Tap yourself on the side of the head to correct the malfunction.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry.
She smiles gently, paying no heed to the inexplicable winking.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
I also love Lena. She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My
Lena.
husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down
Morel.
the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Morel like the mushroom. Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this little gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Okay, honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Cop regime. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not.
Okay.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Right, yeah.
We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She looks to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I know one. You seem to be in a chair?
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
She nods, smiling up at you from behind her glasses.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
I'm gonna get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. There's this guy over here. What's up with this? Oh, what?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Up? Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum?
Fuck off, electrochemistry. It's all about money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. Same money can't buy you happiness. But that just means you don't have enough money. You have to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money. Then use those stocks to make even more money. That way you'll have enough when you grow too old to make new money. Real estate is the graveyard where tired old money goes to rest. Money is literally what makes the world turn. The laws of money are just like the laws of nature. Unpaid labor doesn't net you any money. There's no such thing as free money. Money is all about numbers. Money is actually all about trust. It's all about money, you know. Okay, he's repeating. Summer door closed for the winter. Am I allowed in the kitchen? The door's open. Oh, wait, what's this? I was hoping that would be morale boosting. Ooh, okay. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Hell yeah.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
It's part of the Whirling in Rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
The door in the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Try to push on the door.
The door does not budge.
Worth a shot. Alright, Gart. Let's go. I have money to give you.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
But I'm Hobo Cop.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
What if I told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash? Will you keep me out too?
Yes.
He stares at you, beady-eyed.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Hell yeah. I've seen something here at the Whirling Gods, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 16 minus 12. It's the same as 6 minus 2 is 4. It's 4 o'clock. It's after 4 o'clock. The sign said reserved starting 4 o'clock. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think they can hide out till it all blows over and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
There's something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Fuck yeah. So about that money I owe.
Yes, have you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Well?
Here's 100 real. Hope you choke on it. Or, here it is, sorry for the trouble. I am sorry, cop. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment
70.
for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay, so I can't go out and immediately buy a bunch of books. Great. Okay, I need 20 real.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope. Alright. I think this is where we're gonna be leaving it off, which is still so strange. We've done 2 streams and we're still on day 1 of the investigation, and it feels crazy to me. Alright. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna be doing this again tomorrow. We're gonna be completing this day, you know? We're gonna be finishing up this day. I was trying to, like, time it so I could, talk to Kim, because I had to talk to Kim at 22, after 22. So I guess we'll be starting off with that tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. And seeing what happens on day 2. We have that whole apartment complex to investigate. We can try jumping off the roof onto, like, getting past that again. I'm like stuck on that one because when I did the first time, I'm trying to, like, do new things to me so I can react and, like, have more, be like, whoa, look at this new thing, you know? Like, I'm trying to get more of that, so, you know, I didn't do that last time. Last time I sucked up to Measure Head was my strategy, you know? But yeah, that was that. We met Measure Head. We talked to the Cindy the Skull, I think was her name. We saw the smoker on the balcony. Joyce. We did a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think we made some pretty good progress today, and we're gonna do that again tomorrow. So I will see you all then, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, yeah, you can figure out what that is if you're in a different time zone. I'm sure there's lots of, like, time zone calculators online. You can check that out. I don't know. You can do it. You can do math for me, alright? I'm just a guy. What do you want from me? I'm just a guy. I'm just a silly little guy. And that's about it. Don't have anything else to say, I don't think. So, bye!